Hello Beans, hello and welcome back to Ricky Streams Beavers! Yep, you heard it right, the Danger Beavers are back. And we are halfway through a drought at the moment, and we're probably going to be okay. We've got like 200 water there and some food, and beavers seem to be generally quite happy, so maybe we'll survive this one. Maybe. Which means we can continue our call west to potentially get the beavers off of the Greenland and into the hills, rather than taking up space, important space. The other thing that I'm slightly concerned about, I guess, is the amount of water that we are able to get at the moment, because we only have those 2 pumps and the third one down on the bottom there. So maybe we need to think about getting that going. So I think that might be the focus for this episode. Possibly. Trying to figure out where to get things and where best to put things with the limited space that we've got. Kind of makes it a bit more difficult. We do though need to expand the population, because as you can see at the moment I haven't quite got all of my stations filled. Not all of my beavers are doing what they should be doing. So we want to get that going maybe. See what we can get. I'm going to see if I can try and get another source of food in as well, because we don't want to just rely on the crops. And I found actually that the chestnuts, roasted chestnuts, seem to be pretty good. So yeah, we get another flag over there. And hopefully maybe some more platforms. You can see here though we've got sort of happy beaver. It does matter, so this is one of the things that I kind of found out later. I'm popping down some healing beds because the idiots have managed to hurt themselves somehow. I don't know how a wild beaver manages to hurt itself on very little, but there we go. But you can see that the thing with the beavers and the happiness actually does affect their production, how quickly they move places, how quickly they do their job. So actually trying to get some more food sources in, like the chestnuts, like the sunflower seeds, actually will kind of help you in the long run. It's one of those things that you don't really consider until you go, oh, actually that is kind of important to do. Whoops-a-daisy. So yeah, so we're trying to improve our beavers' lives at this point, potentially. So we got through the drought, lovely jubbly. We've got some pumps going. I have also noticed, which is kind of interesting. I didn't expect this, and a bit weird actually, is that the pump that's on its own, on the other side, is actually not stopping. Oh wait, no, the other way around. The other way around. So the pump on the other side, the one on its own, stops pumping during the drought, but the pumps on this side seem to keep going during the drought, which is unexpected and interesting and kind of handy, I suppose. So that's why we're now going to put a bunch of tanks on this side, because this side is going to keep going better. We're also upgrading some of the trees to some chestnut trees, because when you harvest those, when you cut those down, you get 8 logs rather than the 2 you get from the pine trees. So kind of worth it. So yeah, you can see we're just popping on some more, hopefully kind of storage areas maybe. Trying to maximise all of the space, because last time when you saw me, that area down there kind of was a bit wasted, because I had another lumber mill there, and it left that one square left over, so it's kind of a bit yeah, we'll see. Anything that you can try on this map I feel like would be a good thing, so you can just test it out. We are going to give a go with a dam across here, so we can get to some more berry bushes for more berries. Can't go wrong with more berries. And with the dam here, basically we can then hopefully stop some of the water going into the other area, so I can maybe get access to the mines down there and the metal. Once we get that problem sorted out, I feel like a lot more things will open up, potentially, maybe. Because yeah, it's just trying to figure out how to divide and conquer on this map is probably the biggest problem. So we're still gonna give it a go though. Still getting in some of the utilities and extra things that potentially little beavers will like. So we've got another source of food going in here, and a warning of another drought coming. Yay! We can't really get another housing unit there. I think we might have to move it out. I really want that metal so I can start blowing up some of this land to make it a bit more flatter. I don't know if blowing up or if using the dirt collector is going to be the better option here, but sure, we're going to give it a go. So we're just moving things out of the way for now, while trying to maintain what we need to keep going for our beavers to continue to be able to eat and sleep. Various things. Here we go. I don't think that water tank there is actually doing all that much. So we've done the same thing up there with the dam again, by the way, as you just saw. But the water tower that's down here with the rest of the village does serve a purpose. It keeps the carrots at the back alive. The water tower over in the corner, though, I feel possibly is I do just draw it a little bit later. I feel isn't as productive, and I don't really want to be just giving away water. So yeah, we might have to really think about this. You can see me here now we are actually expanding our water empire with one high stands because I don't have enough points to get a bigger one. So we can actually add some more pumps. So this was actually an idea that came from somebody else that I saw playing. I think it was Little Dragon something. I'll include a link on the video. But it actually was a really good idea. So if you build some water pumps that when you are in a temperate season, so you've got water, the pumps are like flooded. When it then gets around to the drought, as they unflood, the workers will move in there as well, so you can kind of keep pumping. So that's what we're doing here. We are actually building pumps under the water, so that when it dips down low enough, we can actually have some people in there getting water when we can't reach it. Because the tube on these pumps for these particular beavers only goes down 2 blocks. The other beavers, the Iron Thieves, which I have played, not a great deal, but I have played them, do play very differently from the original beavers, from these guys. Because you kind of have to breed the beavers in test tubes, and you have to control the population by turning the test tubes on and off, and it's all very cool. Having a bit more control over your population, but they are much more industrious beavers, so that you get less wood and less stuff. So we are here building another Great Wall of China. I mean, what? So down there, as you just saw me making, I'm actually going to pop some levees in the hopes that maybe we can section off that little bit down there to kind of keep it going. Maybe we can drain that area and have the water just going straight across, or I'm not sure where I'm going with that yet. I mean, we'll see. I might be able to get us a bit more land, but it is a bit far away from the district as well, so is it worth it? Again, I feel like you've got to try anything to kind of get what you need out of this map. So yeah, we're moving the water though, moving the water tanks, moving the useless pump on this guy, because you can see as we're in this drought now that the pump on the left down at the bottom here isn't pumping. So you'll learn these things as you go along, but you can see there those 3 are working, and that solitary one up there is not doing anything. So it's kind of a wasted venture to have somebody sat in there while it's not working. So we do delete that. And gain ourselves some more farmable, arable land while we're at it. Ta-da! Which in this instance, we're planting actually a bunch more potatoes. The main reason for switching from carrots to potatoes is if you bake 1 potato, it turns into like 4 or something. With the carrot, you just get 1. So it takes a little bit longer to grow, but you get a lot more out of it, and you can use it in the grill. So kind of, and since we're building a grill, I kind of feel like that is a good move. Yeah, kind of feel like that is a good move. So it's gradually expanding. It's starting to look a lot better up here. Definitely feels a bit more productive now. as we push in through another drought. And actually, this one's going to be kind of close because we've only got 50-ish water at the moment, and we've got another 3 days of drought, nearly 4 days of drought. So I possibly by building the pumps into the water now, I maybe should have done that a drought ago. But I mean, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have a crystal ball. That's not a thing. So I want to get a hauling post in here. The hauling post is vastly underestimated by everybody that seems to play this. Or at least it was by me, having not played it that long. The hauling post really kind of improves how your other workers work, because when you're building that you've got your worker in, yeah, I did destroy that. I think I built it at the wrong height, so I've changed my mind to build it again, by the way. But besides that, using the hauler beavers actually will allow your beavers that are in your current building to continue working, because if the farmer has to stop to go take the carrots to the warehouse, he's not farming, he's carrying, and that's not what I hired him for. I want him to move the stuff. So yeah, I want him to keep farming, and I want the beavers to move the stuff, basically. But yeah, we've now got a slightly better platform being made here, where we do actually have the 2-high double platform, which makes it a bit easier as we expand our water empire. Hopefully, you will notice I probably delete this again later because yeah, there you go. I'm not at all pernickety on how I build this. Nope. You can't say anything about how pernickety I am about how this looks, because currently I am pernickety. But never mind. It'll be alright. We'll find something else. So we do use some of the spare space actually to store some more water anyway, so it's not wasted area. As we just watch our little beavers zip about. And yeah. Hopefully. We're down to, what is that, 19 water? But it's okay, we are out of the drought. And in the nick of time, actually, because yeah, we were definitely going to die 2 seconds ago. Panic stations, beavers. But we are good. We have survived by the skin of our teeth. Yeah, that was close. Some of the trouble with this game is you get so drawn into improving it that you then don't really keep an eye on the food and the water. And in this kind of adventure, you really need to keep an eye on the water and the food, because if you don't, the pretty village you are building will not be a village anymore, so just bear that one in mind. So yeah, we missed that one up a little bit, but it's okay. It's alright by me. So yeah, we're still figuring out how to get the most space usage here. The hauling post finally goes down, and we start to potentially make another level for our beavers to go up so that we can continue housing the beavers and expand our colony, which means we may also need to make another limber mill, because I've only got one working right now and that's a lot of planks, but I didn't really think about that. I'm not really one for thinking too far into the future, and this kind of does show that, yeah, I'm not one of those. I'm kind of a spur of the moment, and that's not what you need for this kind of game. But it's fun. As long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter at all. So, using up some of the space, we get a larger water tank down, and yeah, take a decision to get rid of those, because they really aren't giving us actually that much more space, because you've got no flat land. You've got to have the beavers climbing ladders upon ladders to get up into that area. It means that it's just not getting water. So yeah. But I think that'll do us for now. I thank you once again for watching me mess around with some beavers. And hopefully they survive long enough to make it into the next episode. Ta-da! Fingers crossed. Alright, my beans. I shall see you soon. Good night and goodbye.